New Alberta Voices. Tonight on Vanishing Point, the last of 3 winners in the 1988 Write for Radio competition, co-sponsored with Alberta Culture. The 31 entries came from a variety of Alberta writers and were judged by Ruth Fraser, William Lane, and Mark Schunberg, with Bill Law from CBC Edmonton as chair and animator. The winners also received a workshop in Edmonton with a company of experienced professional actors. Tonight's winning entry, The Dinosaur Connection, was written by Cecilia Fry of Calgary and produced for Vanishing Point in Edmonton by Mark Schunberg. Here's The Dinosaur Connection by Cecilia Fry.
Technician 009 calling base. 009 to base. 009 to base, confirm landing format. 009 to base, request input trace immediately. 009 to base, do you read position IW5? No response.
You mean you've lost him?
I couldn't have. We've got to go down.
Can you land us without mission control?
I have no choice, Captain. Target data 32 parallel 68.
Captain confirming 3268 log. Proceed with bracket 3. Technician, you did it. You got us down. They told me you were good.
I don't like it.
What?
My line was functioning. It's as though...
Yes?
They wanted to lose us.
I don't think so. You're something of a star, Technician. They wouldn't lose you. I've been instructed to inform you your performance on this mission will be closely evaluated by the Academy. You're being considered for an immediate promotion.
You mean this is some kind of a test?
It's quite a risk, turning an outlander into one of the elite. With the recent uprising, their constant raids, their numbers growing, outlanders have no discipline, breed like animals. They're a particular sore spot with the Academy.
I'm only half outlander. I don't even remember my outlander mother. When I was 3, they came and took me away, put me into the system. What matters is the Academy. The selection committee will vote against me.
Please, it was their idea to give you this chance. You have to admit they're fair. When you think how crucial this mission is to the Academy's plans.
I wouldn't know.
They didn't brief you?
They told me nothing.
Obviously, somebody made an error. Let's open the scanner. I'll explain when we see the territory. Enter scanner mode.
Scanner current released. Scanner headset functioning.
Hills. They said to look for hills. In the 4th quadrant. Ah, yes.
What do they look like?
You mean you've never seen hills? Of course you haven't. A technician's life is the instrument panel. Come on, then, have a look.
You know the rules. You're the captain.
Exactly. I can allow you to look.
The Institute Manual, Section 3, Subsection 9. Technicians do not have access to the scanner.
I've always thought that an illogical rule.
It is illogical, when you think of it.
What harm can it do? One look.
All right, Captain.
Here, put on the second headset. Adjust it for your vision.
The distance hurts my eyes.
You'll get used to it.
So that's what the Outlander country looks like.
There, skeletons, pieces of shell. That's what we're after. Right there in the 4th quadrant.
It looks like nests.
They are nests. Nests of dinosaurs. They were first sighted on the main scanner at headquarters. As many as 28 eggs in one nest. I've never seen the Academy so satisfied. It's what they need to support their position in Council. Evidence.
Evidence of what?
A genetic link. Proof that we're descendants of dinosaurs, a race of tooth and claw. Think of the implications. If the hypothesis holds, this will change the whole nature of our society. We can finally get rid of guilt, remove restraints, stick those bleeding hearts in Council where it hurts, the ones who would try to rehabilitate the outlanders. A waste of time. Get rid of them, that's the solution.
Politics, not my business.
Still, as half outlander, you must have an interest. It could mean their decimation.
My job is to be the best technician. The trouble between the elite and the outlanders doesn't involve me.
Look at those eggs. Some must be 20 centimeters across. We have to get them back to the lab, incubate them, see what's inside.
What if they find...
Exactly. You can see why this mission is of the utmost secrecy. If we find the wrong thing in the hands of the wrong faction...
What's that?
What?
At the bottom of the screen. Some kind of habitation. 2 figures in a small enclosure.
Indigenes, perhaps, or colonists. Let's get a close-up. 1 male, 1 female. They look like outlanders. Disgusting.
Her hair. I've never seen such hair halfway down her back.
I don't care for outlander females. They're so untidy. And they can become so emotional. Why would you want to bother with someone not of your own species?
A fresh appeal. Why is it I've never seen outlanders like these?
Most of the ones in the city are, like yourself, crossbreeds.
So these are pure outlanders?
A lower order. Look, to the side there, a vehicle. Good. We can use those 2 for labor, the vehicle for transport. Let's go. Close scanner circuit.
Scanner circuit closed.
Note area of habitant contamination.
6A, on target.
Lock target.
Target locked.
Enter reconstruction chambers. Synchronize full circuit. Countdown.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I've been all over the universe, planets, satellites, moons, yet I've never seen a place like this. Right here on Earth. A female like this. What is it she's doing, bouncing around like that?
Oh, my goodness. I didn't see you. How could you cross the field without me seeing? Are you the man come to see Bob about the system? Are you all right? You're squinting something terrible.
The sun, so bright.
Are you susceptible to sunstroke? You'd better sit down. Take my arm.
I am a little dizzy.
Here's a bench in the shade. Is that better? You're terribly pale. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes. It took me by surprise. This place, the flowers, the color.
It is a lovely garden. We call our place Paradise. Did you see the sign on the gate? It isn't really, of course. Paradise, that is. But it seemed so to my great-grandparents, compared to what they were escaping. The bomb.
Bombs, a crude, archaic form.
Say, mister, who are you? Dressed in those funny clothes. You're not from our district, are you? What's your name?
Raynor.
Oh, thank heavens. At least you have a name. You had me worried for a minute. I thought maybe I was seeing things. I'm Mary. How do you do?
How do I do what?
It's an expression. It's what people say here when they meet. And then they shake hands, like this. What do the people in your district do when they meet?
We don't touch. Too much risk of contamination.
Technician, Look at this. Ribcage, backbone. I've never seen one like it, so intact.
Mary, this is a captain in the city elite. He says they came out of that ship we saw earlier. Can you imagine, Mary? He says these old bones have value, where he comes from. The new city. He says there's more in the hills. Skeletons and eggs and fetuses inside the eggs. He says he's seen them.
On the scanner?
Some instrument that lets them see great distances, even into small places. He says he'll let me look.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Why not?
It sounds dangerous.
It can't do any harm to look. This scanner is in their aircraft. I'll see that, too. I won't be long.
Bob!
What?
Be careful.
Don't worry. That's a sister for you.
You should have told me that you're from the new city. You shouldn't have let me babble on. I must admit I've never met anyone from there before. Oh, I've heard about it.
What have you heard?
Gossip. The girls in the village. You know how girls are, always whispering and giggling about love. They say men in the new city are great lovers. The kind who'll break a heart.
Break a heart? A heart is part of the anatomy.
How can I explain it? You cause someone to have feelings for you, and then somehow you betray that person. It's just an expression, although hearts can break. Hearts of some sensitive people do.
A strange notion. But this is a strange place. There's something about it. The atmosphere, the light, even the smell reminds me of something.
What's your city like?
It's covered with a dome. The air is kept at a specific temperature and humidity. The food grows in laboratories. Gardens produce sedative vegetation to alleviate stress. I'm a specialist in technology, methods by which our civilization functions. Technicians are top rank of the enlisted corps. I may be promoted. A great honor, not given to many. Then I'd be one of the elite.
Will that make you happy?
Happy? I don't understand that word.
How you stare.
You remind me of someone. I don't know who. Your hair. I think once, a long time ago, I must have seen a female with such hair.
Someone in your city?
That's impossible. The females in our city don't have hair.
You don't expect me to believe that.
Hair is considered unattractive. We have special salons for removing it.
Your head looks so smooth.
Your hair. Soft. Warm. It smells like flowers. Tell me, what were you doing when I first saw you?
That wasn't fair. To watch me like that. When I was being silly. Dancing around by myself. It's just that it's such a lovely day. I felt happy all of a sudden.
That word again.
And since I didn't have anyone to dance with, well, then I had to dance by myself, didn't I?
I don't know how to dance.
Dancing is easy. All you do is move your body to the music. Here, let me show you.
No. My body is not built for dancing.
Come on. First, we hold hands like this. Then you put your other hand here. La 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 la. Now we have to turn. La 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 la. You're hurting me.
Biological necessity.
No. No. No.
Mary, there you are. Are you all right?
I think so.
Where is my technician?
He's gone.
Mary, the captain wants us to help him. To go into the hills, to dig up the skeletons, to bring out the eggs.
I've always been afraid of those hills.
Outlander, the expedition will pay you well.
Pay?
Weapons. Indigenes usually ask for weapons.
Why would we want weapons?
Not our business what you do with them.
That's what our ancestors came here to escape. Is it starting again?
It never stopped. After the smoke cleared, weapons factories were the first to open. We had to get our arsenals restocked.
How horrible.
A natural survival technique. We have to have a larger arsenal than the enemy.
I won't take weapons. The adventure will be pay enough.
We'll meet in the morning then. Shall we say 6 sharp?
Yes.
Wait. Tell me. Your friend?
Friend? You mean my technician?
Your technician? At home? Where you come from? Does he... That is... In your city... Do people... What do people do? I mean...
Ah, I see. I must warn you not to take him too seriously. Technicians are quickly bored with females. Tomorrow then, Outlander?
I'll be ready.
I wish you'd change your mind.
Mary, if you could see. There's nothing to be afraid of. But it's so curious. Those skeletons and nests and eggs.
Skeletons of what? Eggs of what? What do they expect to find inside those eggs?
Fetuses, Mary. And still alive. At least they have some special method to bring them to life.
What kind of creatures would they be? Waiting like that to be born after all this time?
I don't know. But I want to know.
Don't you see how he sucked you in? That captain. Right away he saw your weakness.
What weakness?
Your curiosity. I watched him. The way he baited you. It wasn't even fair game. He's so slick. He had you right from the beginning.
What does it matter? I am curious.
There's something odd about him. The way he watches everyone, as though waiting to pounce. His teeth look sharp. And the other one, he's like 2 different people.
Mary, it's not like you to be so upset.
It's just that we were so happy here. Before they arrived.
Perhaps things can't stay the same forever. Mary, I have to go. But maybe it's better if you don't.
If you're going, I'll go too.
It'll be all right. You'll see. Come on, let's have a smile. That's better. Give us a kiss. Good night.
Good night. So cold. Who's there? What do you want?
To see you.
Go away.
To explain.
Leave me alone.
I don't want to be here. Explain myself to a female. I have a good life. The council gives me everything I need.
Don't shout at me. I didn't do anything.
You sang. You danced.
You spied on me.
I came to say I owe everything to the city. They raised me. When I was 16, they sent me to the institute. They said I had possibilities. I've never failed a mission. I'm not going to fail now. Even though, for the first time in my life, I feel the need to explain. I'll leave you now. Good night. One thing.
Yes?
I saw you and Bob. It looked pleasant. Would you kiss me?
No. You hurt me.
I'm sorry. But I know no other way. I didn't mean to hurt you.
I believe you.
Then, would you kiss me?
Yes.
Is a marvelous thing.
It's a sign of friendship. Love.
Love?
Love is... It's difficult to explain, but... Love is putting someone else before yourself.
That would be illogical.
You sound like your captain. I don't like him. The way he's influenced my brother.
He's known for getting the job done.
But why does he need us? Bob and me? What would he do if we weren't here?
What would he do? I must go. You must sleep. Prepare for tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.
There you are. Where have you been?
I think you know. What is this mission?
To retrieve the eggs.
The real mission.
You're demonstrating analytical abilities. Good.
Why did Mission Control lose us?
Mission Control never loses anybody.
All right. Why don't we have a crew, Captain?
I told you this mission is secret.
We always bring our own land vehicles, unless we plan to pick them up in the region. You knew those two outlanders would be here.
We often use area indigenes.
Those two, those particular two, not chance. There's always a plan. This mission especially.
You are correct, of course.
You sound so sure. Don't you ever feel uncomfortable inside your skin?
No.
Yesterday, I would have answered the same. I would have said we were lucky not to feel.
You've let that Outlander female throw you off balance.
Don't you ever feel connected to something outside yourself? Something you can't remember, something you feel?
Feel. That word keeps coming up.
You say it as though it were a bad word.
Not bad. Irrelevant. And dangerous.
Those outlanders. To them it seems to be the most important word of all.
They too are irrelevant. In a short time they will no longer exist.
You're sure that's necessary?
Yes, the Academy is definite about that.
Why bother? They're so inconsequential.
Information on this project must be handled carefully.
If we're on our own here, we can make new decisions. We can do things differently.
Perhaps this mission was a mistake for you. Perhaps you were not ready.
We can abandon this mission. We can say we couldn't go through with it because of the loss of contact.
That borders on treason, technician. But I won't log what we've just said. If you agree to implement tomorrow's plan.
And there's no way of changing the plan?
You know the answer.
They seem so innocent.
Innocent? What has that to do with it?
Yes. Let's get it over with. Perhaps we should confirm that they're ready for tomorrow morning. Let's have a look at them.
All right, technician. Let's do it your way. Input system, enter scanner mode.
Scanner released.
Adjusting headset. Both asleep. Be careful. You're projecting excess of voltage into the circuit. Technician! You are destroying your chances.
I'm discovering my chances.
You can't save her. You're all doomed in the end.
What have I gained? Others will certainly come and track me down. Only a little time to work things out, or try to make the right choices. It might mean something. Mary, wake up.
What? Why are you here? It must be the middle of the night.
I wanted to see you.
I was dreaming about an egg. Something in it stirring, buzzing like flies. The egg was cracking. I felt eyes looking at me, stony eyes. But then you woke me.
It was only a dream, Mary. Will you come away with me? We must leave this place.
Why?
You must trust me.
The way you look at me, as though your eyes are seeing me for the first time.
At this moment, I am happy.
This is 001. 001 reporting. Put me through to the chairman of the selection committee.
This is the chairman, 001. I locate you 23 and 49 degrees in the Rose sector.
It's over, Excellency. They're deleted, the three of them. There are no loose ends. We've lost a good technician, Excellency.
He'd gone as far as he could. His record had earned him this chance to try and overcome the limitations of his birth.
I told you how it would end. A logical outcome of events.
We watched the play, not only to know the end, but to see the process. How it opened, what it revealed. An amusing digression.
Amusing for you. I received quite a shock. You might have made sure the scanner was completely deactivated.
No harm has been done. The committee will be satisfied. Now we shall turn our attention to the greater mission. The Academy is prepared to receive the eggs. Control to IW6. Enter region. Prepare for landing format.
The Dinosaur Connection by Cecilia Fry, featuring Blair Haynes as the captain, Jeff Haslam as the technician, Ty Hallis as Mary, and Stephen Hilton as Bob. Technical operations were by Al Lambden, with sound effects by Eric Wagers, and the production assistant was Ivan Todosichuk. The series script editor is Sandra Rabinovich. Original music for tonight's play was by Doug Blackley, whose name was inadvertently omitted from last week's credits for King of Another Place. The Dinosaur Connection was produced and directed at CBC Edmonton by Mark Schunberg. The executive producer of Vanishing Point is William Lane. It's always a pleasure to hear from you about the plays and productions you hear on this series, and your comments help us to tell how we're doing. So please do write to us at Vanishing Point, CBC Radio Drama, Box 500, Station A, Toronto, M5W 1E6. We look forward to hearing from you. I'm Barbara Land, wishing you good night.